Hello, my name is Salman and I am a PhD candidate at Rutgers University, and I received the PhRMA Foundation Predoctoral Fellowship in the Translational Medicine category. Since my childhood, I have been very passionate about computers, and as a kid, I used to play computer games. When I grew older, I recognized this curious part of me and thought about how can I utilize it for something meaningful, something broader. That's how I thought that I can become a scientist, particularly a scientist who does his research in a computer. Imagine a world where detecting cancer early is as simple as a regular blood or urine test. This is not a distant dream, but I believe it's a near possibility because the research project that I'm part of could revolutionize cancer care. Traditionally, cancer is detected using imaging techniques such as X-ray, CT scan, etc., which looks for tumor. When the tumor is detected, surgery can confirm the diagnosis. However, there are certain limitations since small tumors can be missed in this way and surgery is not always feasible and comfortable for the patients. Cancers are often detected at a very later stage, reducing treatment options and cancer survival rate. This is where the DNA fragments in blood and urine can provide us with extremely useful information. Both healthy and cancer cells have DNA. When the healthy and cancer cells die, they release the DNA fragments into the blood, and the fragmentation pattern of this DNA can vary significantly in cancer patients. We can develop a scoring system to measure the change of this fragmentation pattern in cancer patients, which can differ significantly in terms of cancer stage, cancer grade, treatment outcome, and cancer recurrence. We can develop a diagnostic tool based on this scoring system, which would be able to detect cancer at a much early stage, before the tumor is large enough to be detected or cause any symptom. Since it is a non-invasive procedure, it will be much more comfortable for patients, especially for the elder individuals, because cancer can be monitored while the patient is at home. Therefore, the research project that I am part of could potentially improve the cancer treatment outcome and revolutionize the approach to cancer care. I never thought that my major would be in biology because I always wanted to study computer science. But mistakenly, when I filled up the subject choice form where I have to rank which major I want the most, I mistakenly put microbiology on top. And also, surprisingly, I got the highest marks in biology in the admission test, and I got myself admitted in microbiology department. And when one of my professors at the department came to know about my story and my passion about computers, he introduced me to bioinformatics, and that's how the first time I heard about this bioinformatics field, which combines the knowledge of biology and the power of computers to address some of the important questions in health and disease. To me, research is like playing computer games. In computer games, you can follow exact instructions which can help you to complete a mission, but you can also do some unconventional things to explore new ways of getting more bonus points and more fun to complete the mission. Similarly, when I write the scripts to address the biological question, I obviously have to keep in mind the underlying biological process, but I also have the freedom of how I want to address this research question, which can lead me to findings which probably almost nobody have discovered before me. Outside of research, I love traveling in natural places. I hope to travel to all the national parks before I turn 40. And I also love to play sports such as cricket and table tennis. And I also love cooking my favorite dishes. A common misconception people have about science is that all the research should be about discovering something that has a visible beneficial goal, such as discovering a cure to a disease and doing basic research such as why something happens in yeast or fruit fly is a wastage of taxpayers' money. But the reality is doing like applied research such as making a vaccine would not be possible if we didn't know those apparently trivial why questions in those basic research. So I think that no research should be considered as unimportant, particularly when it's a rigorous research. My future goal is to be in a position where I would be able to apply all the skills and knowledge that I am passionate about, with the scope of improving myself further to become a more dedicated scientist.